quiet Tennessee town, a brutal family massacre, and a baby left alone in a stranger's front yard at dawn. The man accused? Austin Robert Drummond, a face no one expected to see on the evening news. But what happened inside that house? And why did he walk away with the only survivor in his arms? Tonight, we're going deep into a case that has left investigators and an entire community grasping for answers. The call came in just after 6:45 a.m. in Greenfield, Tennessee. A homeowner reported finding a baby, barely a year old, sitting in their front yard, wrapped in a blood-stained blanket, shivering in the early morning cold. Deputies quickly arrived, expecting to find a missing child case. But what they would uncover was far darker. Less than 3 miles away, at a modest single-story home on a quiet cul-de-sac, police entered through an unlocked back door. Inside, they found 4 victims, members of the Keller family, brutally murdered. A James Keller, 58, retired factory worker. Patricia Keller, 55, his wife. A Hannah Keller, 28, their daughter. Ethan Hall, 29, Hannah's fiancé. The baby, their daughter, the only living soul from the carnage inside. The scene was chaotic, blood spatter on the kitchen walls, overturned furniture, and signs of a violent struggle. A trail of partial footprints, some bare, some in socks, led toward the back door and into the woods behind the house. By mid-morning, deputies announced they had a suspect in mind. Austin Robert Drummond, 32, from a neighboring county. Drummond wasn't an unknown name. He had a history of burglary and aggravated assault, but nothing approaching the savagery they had just witnessed. According to neighbors, Drummond had been spotted near the Keller home the previous afternoon. What shocked everyone was his connection to the victims. There wasn't one. No family ties, no business disputes, no obvious motive. Investigators did, however, uncover one chilling lead. A surveillance camera from a convenience store half a mile away caught Drummond at 4:17 a.m., walking in the direction of the Keller home, carrying something long and wrapped in a dark hoodie. The investigation moved fast. At the baby's drop-off, security footage from the home where the infant was found showed Drummond placing her gently on the grass at 6:41 a.m., glancing around nervously, then walking away without knocking. The murder weapon. Forensics confirmed that the victims died from blunt force trauma. A blood-covered metal pipe was found in a creek half a mile from the crime scene. The digital trail. Drummond's phone pinged off towers near the Keller residence at the time of the murders. Text messages from the previous night showed erratic behavior, ranting about people who needed to be taught a lesson. Though no names were mentioned, detectives believe Drummond had broken in through the back door, confronted the family in the kitchen, and unleashed a frenzied attack. But there were questions, huge questions, that still didn't make sense. Why take the baby? Why leave her alive? And why dump her in a stranger's yard instead of abandoning her somewhere far more secluded? Drummond was arrested 2 days later, hiding in an abandoned trailer on the edge of Weakley County. He was dirty, exhausted, and carrying a half-empty bottle of whiskey. During questioning, he admitted to being inside the house, but claimed he didn't remember the killings. His version was hazy. He said someone else was there, someone who told him what to do. Detectives couldn't find evidence of a second suspect, but the way Drummond spoke, it was as if he believed it. Meanwhile, forensic testing uncovered something bizarre. One of the footprints in the Keller kitchen didn't match Drummond's shoe size or anyone in the family. It was smaller, narrower, and bare, as if someone else had been there barefoot. Neighbors also reported hearing a woman's voice screaming between 5 o'clock and 5:15 a.m., but not one of the victims. As of now, prosecutors are pushing for the death penalty. Drummond faces 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of child endangerment, and aggravated burglary. But in the weeks since his arrest, strange details have surfaced, from unexplained fingerprints in the Keller home, to missing hours in Drummond's timeline, to rumors that the Kellers may have been involved in something that drew danger to their doorstep. And then, just last week, the homeowner who found the baby in their yard received an anonymous letter. No signature, no return address, just one line: "I didn't kill them, I saved her." So, Was Austin Drummond a lone killer, or is someone else still out there? And if he didn't save the baby, who did? The truth may be closer, and far more disturbing than anyone realizes.